Yes, people. What's going on? It's Egal Talks Football, and we're back again with another video. OG's in the house also. OG's wearing his Morocco kit. He's upset. Morocco lost. The guy's in Morocco. He thought he was going to be celebrating today. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
No, don't rub it in, man.
I'm not rubbing it in. I'm sorry.
Nah, brother, we're so proud of you lot, man.
You guys did everyone proud.
Exactly.
Great job. And you guys left. You guys still haven't left. You got one more game.
Yeah, we got Croatia. We got Croatia on Saturday.
And this is still stuff of.
You deserve the third place at the very least, in my opinion.
I hope we get it. Honestly,
I just think that if it was another bracket, we would have made it to the final. If we were in another bracket.
I think the other bracket, the fact that Croatia and Argentina's game was not as competitive as today's game just goes to show you how good Morocco are.
Yeah.
Show you how good Morocco are, because I think Croatia versus France in the final, it was a lot of goals, but what was more competitive, today's game or Croatia France final last time?
I think you misleading the question. What's more comparative or what's more game were more open?
Okay.
The game was more open as French versus Morocco. Because people is it the first time you watch France? No, you've been telling me I watch France. How does France like? Does France like to dominate?
Pragmatic.
Exactly. So why people compare Croatia versus France? It's two different teams. Croatia likes to dominate midfield, possession, control the midfield, physical battles. France, you can have that. We got Mbappe, we got Dembele, and we got genius finisher Giroud. That's it, and that's how it is. I don't think it's Morocco is.
Though, man.
Yeah.
Griezmann has been a big player for them. Man. Like,
big
he's
part of
understated this tournament, but man, he's been great for them.
He's one of the clinicals. He's one of the clinicals that actually link those three together real well. He's like undersigned hero on those three, but I don't think. I think people over like. I wish Morocco would have won it, the whole thing, because from the beginning of the World Cup, I did not want any Western teams to win it. No Western teams, no United States. Fuck the bums, all of them. I wanted any of them because Russia's not in it. They kicked Russia out for political reasons.
Yeah.
Why Russia's not in it? We qualified and they kicked them out. I understand what Russia does is bad thing in Ukraine, but don't put it on the players that deservedly got into the competition. They kicked them out. Why?
Well, you'll be in the next one. You'll be in the next
one. I doubt it. Is US is gonna be hosting next World Cup?
Yes.
And Canada.
Are they gonna be?
It shows you the hypocrisy in it. Like
exactly. So for me,
because US would have not been kicked out for that whole madness that they've done in the past when they were in the World Cup, would they? Like, let's be honest, they wouldn't have.
Listen, let's let my guy what do you call it? Go ahead, OG.
Yeah. Well, obviously, man, watching the game, like I don't know. You guys say it was open. I feel like there was like a false hope, but we were always getting close. Obviously, we hit the woodwork. We always. I don't know why Lloris chose today to play well. You know, I was thinking about Ziyech. She scored against Lloris last season, right? Scored a wonder goal against him. I was like, come on, Ziyech, man, do it one more time, do him up, man. But it just didn't click today. Amrabat was tired. He's been playing too many extra time. No, he wasn't on point. The injury straight away in the first 5 minutes to say it's just after everything up mentally as well. I mean, this team, man, this French team, man, just when I see them do what they do, I keep telling myself they're the best team in the world, right? There's no shame to losing to the number one team in the world. And he battled them out. I mean, Griezmann man the match. I don't know about that.
He was good.
I thought
Yeah.
Konate. I thought
Griezmann was
Konate
The first
deserves a
part,
massive.
yeah.
Konate. I would say
Yeah,
deserves
Konate played well, man. Brother played well, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, why did they start? I wish they played Saliba.
I wouldn't put one name to the whole thing because it is hard to put that game specifically.
Theo
That
Hernandez
one name.
opening goal, like you got to give him some credit. Also, I feel like a lot of people deserve credit. This credit goes all the way around. Kunde, match saving block. Ibrahim Konate, match saving blocks. A lot of great job. But if you were gonna say one person,
It's hard to be
you
fair.
gotta say one person. You're gonna give it to Griezmann because of his work.
I think he worked. It's crazy how hard he worked, man.
Even after the lead, he was doing a lot of physical stuff.
I think the defender deserves credit also because Morocco should have scored.
At least one that came off the bar, the back keeper. I was like, how did we not get that one goal?
Yeah.
It's so
At the same time, France
should have scored like 3 goals.
That is true. That is true.
Giroud hit the post. Then he's hit it all the way.
That bicycle kick.
Oh, that was. I was like, if we scored a wonder goal, damn.
You're Argentinian now.
You traitor.
No. Listen. I tell you why. Nah.
What's going on? See, I knew you were confusing me for no reason, bro. What we just came off of.
Listen. No, we're not doing this, man. Listen, at the end of the day, first I'm repping Julian Alvarez. The reason why I got this, and the reason why I'm wearing it, because every team I've repped here have lost. I'm gonna stick on this because to me, I said it, yeah. I want Pele. To me, Pele is the greatest of all time. There is no way I'm accepting Messi. So to me, every time shirt I've worn, we've lost, and Egal can tell you that. So I'm willing to wear this shirt for Messi to take an L. I don't care.
Even Messi wins the World Cup, he still will not be best GOAT for me. Because for me, originally is always Maradona was the GOAT, better than Pele. Pele has nothing.
Everyone's GOAT? Because
hold on a second. I think the greatest GOAT is Maradona. Great in that specific thing.
See,
but my personal GOAT, it's not because what he's done. It's what's his name? I have trouble with names. AC Milan midfielder, Seedorf. That's for me the best.
You're not my friend.
That's my personal GOAT because that's the guy I always looked up, and that's the guy that I always like how he plays. That's it.
For me, the guy
I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a
that's
difference
my
between...
That's like you. I can say that's the GOAT of football. But for me personally, that's the boy, man. The way he played.
The guy who got me into football is Zidane. So that's like my guy.
Yeah, that you could say that.
But I'm not gonna say he's a GOAT. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put him.
I would say for me, it's Ronaldinho for me.
Oh, same.
Like I was a big Ronaldinho fan from when I was a kid, man. So
even as a Chelsea fan, I was like, this fucking Ronaldinho guy.
Exactly. I genuinely hated to play against him, but the way he played football was unreal.
Everyone, let me know who your GOAT is. Are you gonna say
like it's the people need to understand that you need to put the prospect to what you're saying. Is that your personal GOAT, like you personal,
100%,
or the GOAT of like if you put it's the difference. That's the difference, because when you go and saying like Seedorf is my GOAT, people attacking you is like what he won. They compare to Maradona, compare to Pele. That's not what I'm saying. For me, the way the guy played was mesmerizing. Compared to, Maradona is.
I would say, I've always had this like.
He's about to say Paul Dickov. Go ahead.
Listen, I've always said, I've always said two things, yeah. Listen, you're the GOAT if you have to win the World Cup. That is the biggest achievement in football. GOATs have to be the greatest of all time, have the biggest achievements. And the biggest achievement in the world is like World Cups. And Pele had 3. Like, how the hell can you just disprove that for a little Carling Cup?
I can tell you that. Hold on a second. Don't bring those cups. Don't bring those cups. It's irrelevant.
Then Maradona comes second, and then I don't mind giving Messi. So it's either that either your name has to be a goat, like Sean Gota. He has a goat name, man. Guys, Sean Gota from Man City. He used to be one of our top strikers.
Oh, great!
So
Now he's about to give us a
he's my
lecture
god
about
for
this.
my club. Yeah.
We didn't ask
We
for the
all
lecture.
we all know that you Wikipedia trend. Like you know that Wikipedia can be
You know what,
adjusted.
guys? Let's just bring it back to the Morocco-France game. I can't pick between Ibrahim Konate and Griezmann who's the man of the match out of those two. If you had to pick, who are you gonna say was the man of the match?
Ibrahim Kanute. I'll go for him as well.
I think Konate, man. He was not even in
Saved
that
him
game.
once or twice.
He's had to come in for another player, and it's a big stage, it's a big moment, and he stepped up and showed a very strong showing, man.
Konate, he plays for Liverpool, right?
Yeah. He was
Great
very
player.
injured.
It's
But
very
good.
Griezmann is
Today.
great player, but Griezmann is for me today.
I think
When you think about also like Morocco's right side, like that's their strongest side, Hakimi and Ziyech, and like that was where all the danger was gonna come from. And I think Konate with what's his name?
Varane.
Yeah, no,
No,
Hernandez.
the Spanish
Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Oh, that Hernandez done it. He was the
Hernandez
one.
was put it in
I'm
a
not gonna
cliff couple
lie,
of
they
times.
handled it a lot better. Like Hernandez is lucky because that situation that happened in the penalty box was a
I
whole lot
know.
of madness. I didn't even know what to think of it. Like I was like, that's a penalty, surely. And then suddenly I'm seeing a yellow card going against him. I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on.
I thought it was a yellow. It was sorry. I thought it wasn't a yellow, but it wasn't a penalty either. So
Maybe
I
it's
didn't
just the
think it was
angle
a
I saw
penalty.
in
It
it.
wasn't a penalty.
it wasn't a penalty.
For
It
me,
was-
same as
it
Argentina, it
definitely
wasn't a
wasn't
penalty.
yellow.
That was a
It
robbery.
wasn't a yellow, but it wasn't a penalty. He definitely left some on Theo Hernandez, and that's why it went the other way. It was a foul from the attacker. It wasn't a foul from the defender. It was clear to
True.
see.
True.
I was hoping to give it to us, being at Qatar, but the Mexican ref didn't even give us a crap.
You know, the referees
This
from
ref
minute
let go
one-
a lot though. There
From
were
minute
so
one.
many times he could have given cards in it.
Mhm.
And
He kept the
yeah,
game
you're right.
tight.
From minute one, he said this is going to be an aggressive game because the way he just allowed attacks to happen and things to go on is kind of like you go do your thing. And Morocco, your manager has been
Walid.
scoreless this whole game. But what Walid did, there was a mistake. He left it up to the players to make the decision if they're going to play. He should have taken that out of their hands, and he should have decided who was fit enough to play and who wasn't fit enough to play. Because some of those guys on the pitch shouldn't have played. Saiz shouldn't have been on the pitch.
Yeah, it's all right.
The guy who got put on the thing. Oh shit, yo Tahu, you know your team's still in it. Your team's still in it. I think
Who's his team?
in it.
Real Madrid is still in it.
No, he has. Hamza, by the way, was Croatia.
that was Croatia.
Hey, we'll see the third place match this
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the sweepstakes. There's
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that. Twitter.
Anyways,
No.
bringing it back quickly. Let's just everyone give me your thoughts on the game overall. Because for me,
And-
it went like this. Opening goal, you can't let France get an opening goal because then they're gonna shut up shop. What did France do? They went to the pragmatic self and they gave Morocco all the possession. It made Morocco look like a great team, but by design, France were like, you break us down. We don't have to break you down. We can take you on the counter. And when they did counter, they were deadly. They hit the bar with Giroud. They got a couple chances here and there. And when Morocco came close to goal, every time it was like, shoot. They couldn't shoot. They didn't want to shoot. They wanted the.
We don't have a number 9. We don't have a real striker. That's what Morocco's problem. We're like like a spear, nice fit, but we don't have a pointy edge. We lack that. Like honestly, right now on Instagram, there's a lot of memes about our striker and the other one as well, number 21, who got sent off the game before the red card. So we don't have anyone up front to look forward to, man. Our best attacking options is Bafal and Ziyech. They're wingers. Like that is. It's just we're not coming correct with that. Obviously, we have been cursed with that over the last couple of decades. I think our best striker in the last couple of decades is Shamak. That tells you a lot, right?
Sorry, I'm laughing.
No, he was terrible, man. Arsenal.
Oh yeah, Shamak was Moroccan.
Yeah, he was our top striker, bro. He's got 7 goals for us. Bro.
He was
He
the best.
probably would have done better if he was now and he's your striker than anybody else.
Listen, Shamak right now.
It's true. I'll take him now. You're so right, I'll take him now.
He would have done a lot better if he was in
Much
now.
better.
I would take him now, right? Even though he's old and
I don't know
tired.
why you're putting down Shamak. He's another one of your brothers. I don't know why you're doing that to your brothers.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's be
When he
honest,
was
on
He's-
playing
club
he's
that
too
era,
disallowed.
he wasn't all that, man. That's probably
yeah,
why.
that team he was in, that was a letdown. That era.
Yeah,
Well, the
100%.
brothers allowed to talk bad
I
about
don't
the
know about
brothers,
you
not
lot.
strangers.
I don't know about you lot, but generally speaking, I think the way
Yeah.
Morocco have shown themselves in this tournament, there's so much positive to take away from it, man. Like when you really think about the circumstances of this team, the fact that a manager was let go not that long ago, a new younger manager has to come in. He then recalls Ziyech. He
Exactly.
literally sets up this whole team, and he's got a very short period to do this whole turnaround. And they showed up like that. I don't know about you lot, but man, I was beyond shocked at how well Morocco actually showed up, because I wasn't sure what version of Morocco we were going to get. And this version is by far one of the best representation I have seen from a team that comes from Africa as well. Like I'm so proud of them in that sense, because like let's be honest, right? When you look at this game, even on paper, people were saying it's an easy game. France easily win this, blah blah blah. But look at what Morocco managed to do. You are making the world champions sweat. They looked uneasy. They couldn't control the game. They couldn't keep the ball for long. Mbappe barely had a sniff other than towards the end there. Like, I'll be honest, there's so much positive to take away in that sense that I'm like, first of all, you've reached the semi-final. That's a big deal. But then to perform like that and go out, I'm like, you are going to be clapped off the pitch as people that won that game almost. We all know that you didn't, but that performance was something to be proud of, because they also fought till the very end. These players in the 93rd minute, knowing 2-0 down, there's pretty much nothing to fight for. They still gave it a shot. They were still
all the way to the last extra time.
I think that in itself, you've got to say it for what it is, man. I generally think that's something to be proud of. And I know people in England love to, prop up this Southgate guy. I'm sort of, if England perform like that, then I'd be clapping them. But let's be frankly honest, Morocco, with lesser known players and a lesser known manager, have managed to do something that I just think should be commended and respected very well. Because when we talk about capturing what the World Cup is all about, to me, Morocco captured it. Like that's one of the things I'm going to remember about this World Cup.
Every
is
World
that
Cup has
what
a
they
Cinderella
did.
story.
Yeah, it's inspiring in every sense, man. Honestly, I might not be from Morocco, but if I was, bro, I'm like,
you're honorary Moroccan, man. I'm here right now, man. It's raining like crazy outside. The country's crying. It's all of Morocco is raining right now.
Yeah,
I think you should be proud of
Are you in Morocco?
That's it.
Yeah, I'm here right now, man.
Oh my days! Oh my.
That's what happens when you actually really support your country, Hamza. I know it's new to
man,
you.
I wish I was
Go back.
Brazil. Listen.
Yeah, stop.
He's showing up with another
Brazil, man. I wish I was there. You feel like horizontal.
Let Hamza live for one stream, for God's sake.
Hey, he's showing up with a Croatian.
When he will accept who he is and be proud for who he is, that's when I will stop.
Hey, I'm even enjoying Brazil nuts. Let me enjoy it. At the end of the day, absolutely.
Those not Brazilian, those from Southampton, and they use plastic to cover them. Those nuts are Southampton nuts, and they use plastic to grow on them.
Listen, guys, we were on the right track.
Look. Let me say something.
I think they needed a striker. You know what I said, yeah? Morocco were brilliant. You know how shameful France were? Let me tell you. I'm the biggest.
Shameful?
Why are you taking on him, Egal? Let him live for once, Egal.
Let me come up with France, yeah?
I actually think he's on the right note.
Big thing about me supporting Man City, I've always said, I've seen beautiful football. I see ball possession. Man, they had Morocco. France had 38% possession. That great World Cup winning team, they had a 1 million a week striker. 1 million a week. That let me not call him Mbappe fraud.
The one that's gonna win the Golden Boot. The one that's gonna win the Golden Ball.
No. We can't. Second game in a row got pocketed. Second game in a row in my pocket. Kyle Walker pocketed him. Hakimi pocketed him so bad that Deschamps thought this is an embarrassment. People are going to talk about it. Giroud, come out. You go up front now because Hakim is pocketing you this side. He had a shocker. He couldn't do anything. He was even looking at his laces, pretending laces are ripped off and let me new
He wasn't
boots.
pretending.
New
It was
boots.
actually
Hakim is
ripped.
good though.
Listen,
Hakim is a
He was well
Morocco-
ripped. He had to change the shoes,
Morocco
man.
had pride. You know, that's what it's called, pride. You know, pride. They played 62% possession with the world champions, had better chances. And you know what let down Morocco? The mistakes. The first goal was a mistake. Bro, it's a rule in football. I've never seen that. Bro, never close someone down. They'll just turn you. Don't be stupid. Why are you excited for? It's about football brain. Semi-final is looking for mistakes. And the final, you wait for someone's mistake and you bounce it. And you park the bus. Even if they're 1-0 down, bro, you know that chance that number 9 came on, when he came on? And he was so greedy. Bro, just lazy. You've gone past your they had 3 against 2 or 4 against 3. Bro, you have to be smart.
Not a real number 9.
Yeah, man, why would you do that? Like, and I'll give credit to Morocco because you know what? It's made people believe, this will transform football, people in Morocco, because they're great players who are watching in Africa, in other countries, who believe, listen, the new football is the big sport for them. These kids that you're seeing, you know, remember there's a mother and holding her child. Those mothers they will allow their children to play. They want to be the next. Forget Mustafa Haji and Yusuf Chi. These guys were the guys. They took their country to the semi-final. Not any African country has ever reached that level. Do you know why? I'll tell you what's so important. 1990 Cameroon, when they went to the quarters, it allowed a lot of Africans going to Europe because no one used to play in Europe. A lot of African players. But this Moroccan thing, mark my words, you will see more Moroccan players in Europe. I want that number 8, Unai.
Hopefully.
Take Bellingham. Take Bellingham. If I'm getting this, he's playing for Angers. Angers 20.
Yeah, him and Buffal.
What,
bro,
in the French league?
Yeah.
Angers. The Moroccan player play for Angers.
20th. He's on 20th position in Angers. I'm taking.
I fully agree. And I don't think you guys realize the magnitude of what Morocco did. Morocco basically gave Africa 2 more spots in the next World Cup.
11 teams now, right?
11 teams.
10 plus 1.
10 guaranteed.
Salah can make it finally.
10
That's
guaranteed.
good, man. That's
Somalia
amazing.
still can't make it, bro. There's like 15 teams that are actually good.
Why Somalia is so important?
No, I'm saying they can't.
Somalia can't make it.
Hey, brother, we need to first of all make it to the African.
Is there Somalian nuts?
We'll make it one day, man.
Is there Somalian nuts? Is there Somalian nuts?
There's everything. Anyways, let's get back to football.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna call it a night, man. I got some stuff to take care of, man.
No problem, man.
So peace out, everyone, man. I'm still gonna party hard, man.
Be proud, brother. Be proud, man. Take care.
See you.
Definitely will, brother, man. Love you all, brother. Peace out, man.
Thanks for
brother.
the kit, man.
Take care.
Big up. Yo, Gunner Souls, before we get to your boy Messi, talk to me about France.
Yeah, they won. Do you know what I mean? That's what football's about. We got the job done. I don't know what this congratulating Morocco is all about. Like, good for them. They got to the semi-final, but they lost. Like, at the end of the day...
We know that, though.
What? What was that?
We know that, though. Like, it's not that they
lost it. So cool. Like, we move on.
They deservedly won.
Like,
deservedly got there. Messi
whoever
didn't.
wins deserves to win in it. Like, that's just the way football is. If you take your chances, you score the goal. All the pretty football in the world doesn't win you trophies. If you score those chances, that's when you deserve to win. At the end of the day, Morocco tactically could have done whatever they wanted. That ball still needs to go over the line. The thing is, yes, you can look at the game tactically and say, yes, Morocco deserved to win. But who put the ball in the back of the net? That's
I don't think Morocco deserved to win. You can have one shot in the
entire game. If that shot goes in, you deserve to win. And that's just as simple as football can get sometimes. And yes, it's heartbreaking. Yes, it's, yes, we wanted that sort of fairy tale to continue. But that's what it was. It was a fairy tale. Like, we know when France came up, that's a step too much. Like, Portugal, then again, it's like, yeah, you can do something against them because they're not all superstar players. They are like moment players. Whereas with France, anyone can win that game for them. From their centre backs all the way down to that striker. Someone in there can win it. Look at the England game. Many came up with the goal to break the deadlock and get them into the lead initially, and then the striker stepped up. So when you have those kind of teams, it's impossible for a team like Morocco, who aren't littered with that sort of top end quality. Like, even if you look at the likes of Ziyech, who came from obviously Ajax to Chelsea, hasn't done anything for about 18 months that he's been there, and you're expecting him to now like step up like dramatically. It's a big ask, and yes, he has stepped up, and yes, he's done wonderful things. I look at Buffal, like, he hasn't played at the top level, and this is the difference in football. When you're competing at the top, you can take the pressured moments. When you've competed and you've won things, you've got a taste of that glory. And France has got the same team pretty much, bar maybe a few centre-backs, that they had when they won the World Cup. So these guys have got the taste of success, and they want it again. And that's the reason why they can overcome and play like shit and still win. Because let's be honest, if we're looking at it, England outplayed them, and to a degree, Morocco outplayed them. But that's what mentality monsters have, is a way of winning. And this is why this final is going to be spectacular, because both these teams have found a way to win. Like, France have been finding a way. Argentina have been finding a way to win. And this is why I think this is going to be one of the best World Cup finals we've seen in most of our lifetimes. Because this isn't going to be one of those games where one team goes up and it's like, yeah, the game's over. Because this game is over when that final whistle, to the final second, one of these teams can get an equalizer. And you know what? That's the exciting thing. As much as I want that fairy tale and I want it to be an Argentina-Morocco final, this is the game we all truly wanted. And this 100%. Is the game we're all looking forward to. I think Morocco-Croatia is going to be a very good runners-up. And it's going to be an exciting, like, for the first time, I'm actually looking forward to the run-up game as well. Because if they win that, you know what, credit to them, at least they come out, I think, they come away with a bronze medal, which is, for an African nation, like a lot of people have said, it opens a lot of doors for, like, everything that's happened to them, obviously the colonization, to all the suffering that Africa's had, to be able to sit there and go, do you know what, we're one of the top 3 teams, and then we're going to have, 10 or 11 teams going into this next World Cup. Because let's be honest, we missed out on Egypt with a very top of the form Salah and a decent, outfit there. Then you look at the likes of, Nigeria didn't make the World Cup, did they? No. And they're another outfit that are not too bad of an African team either. So we have been missing certain teams in Africa, which, yes, they haven't won the AFCON or, come near to the final of that. But there's a lot of African teams that we're yet to see.
Even Algeria.
So
won the AFCON.
So, like, that's what I'm looking forward to, because with this whole, because people have been complaining that the World Cup shouldn't have changed and we shouldn't have added teams to it. But this is what's going to open up so many doors for these sort of, I don't want to say unknown nations, but footballing unknown nations, and to see what they can do. Because there's stories that come out of these World Cups, man, and it's incredible.
There's about 32 African countries that are competitive in AFCONs and going into those competitions. You can say about 15 of them are actually serious contenders for World Cup qualifiers. So the fact that type of competition from one continent only would get 5 or 6 people was ridiculous in the first place. But that's good now. I'm gonna.
Hold on, Egal. Let me add to. I think I don't forget your name. I'm so bad with names. I just don't think, like, people are so surprised and saying, like, oh, England outplayed France. That outplayed France. Is that your first time watching France?
That's the game plan.
That's they've done it for at least 4 years now.
But you know what?
This is not how they play.
But you know what it is though? England don't do this either. That's the surprising.
But that's the problem. That's the problem. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying from the beginning. Because it's, how awkward it is that the way England play. What awkwardness is, England has a really good offensive players. Like, offensively, technical ability of English national team, they can be really good offensively. They could look like Morocco. They could be look like if they have the right manager for that team. They could, because Morocco technically they transition team not in the like a counter attacking transition. They really one touch, two touch passes through the midfield. That's why Morocco was cut eye of everybody's in this World Cup. They split in defense by not holding the ball for too long. So that's what happens. What I'm surprised is that people are so surprised the way France plays and the way England plays. England can't play offensively, but it's not offensively because you have defensive-minded manager. So, for example, if you ask what's his name, Deschamps, to make sure that the France play offensively, he could, but he won't do it. So, for example, if England is gonna line up the players and France will line up the player, automatically England will do the first step and they will control the possession. Not because there was a tactics involved, it's because they already have offensive mind players in it. What's his name? Mbappe is good when he runs at the player. You don't know what he's gonna do when he's against a complete low block, like a complete shot low block. You see what I'm saying? He has to dribble, and he has to dribble from standing position. That's a difficult thing to do for any creative, fast player. So for me, it's really, really shocking that people actually don't know what they're watching. Because I could tell you that from the truth. England will dominate possession, but we're gonna lose the game. That's it.
I don't think people are shocked though. I think also like we've got to give credit to Didier Deschamps. Like this France team has actually evolved from when he picked them up. Like they are actually tactically more flexible, more adaptable, and they play to more of their play's strengths now. And I think it is actually much more easier to watch them on the eye now because you can see that they are individual talents that are actually shining as a team. And because of that, I don't really look at France and I think, oh, I'm shocked that they don't have position. But what I do look at is like little things like, for me, it's like, okay, a team decided, like England and Morocco have decided, we're going to lock off Mbappe. France said, cool, no problem. We've got other players. It's not a problem. Somebody else will get a goal. Somebody else will actually make a difference for us. And that in itself is something I'll give credit to. I'm not the biggest Didier Deschamps fan, but I can see there's a clear improvement, there's a winning mentality, and there's a way of getting results that he has managed to do.
Let me ask everybody a question. When did the last time offensive-minded manager won the World Cup?
I'd say Didier Deschamps' first World Cup win, last World Cup win was offensive.
That's the only one.
No, France's last World Cup was very pragmatic.
Yeah, France.
It was a lot more attacking than this, though.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Actually, they are more
more
offensive now with Tuchemeni than they were Pogba and Kante.
Oh, they're more offensive before.
They were far more pragmatic, for me at least, from what I remember, in the last World Cup than this World Cup. And
they scored
what's
way more
interesting
than this,
is
man.
They scored more goals.
I think, yeah, that's what I was going to say to you. I think what may be giving you that impression is like there were certain games that they played in and it was back and forth, like there was a lot of back and forth. But when you generally look back at those games, you will see that they soaked up pressure really well and just used transitions really well. And they were pretty much like towards certain individuals. And it wasn't tactically like the most pleasing thing to watch. Whereas now I can generally look at them and think, actually, there's a lot more technical flexibility in this team, and there's more players being given the opportunity to shine and show their individual expression onto the team. And someone said it here, I think it was Neil Gunner, like, we forget that France had so many major injuries that happened before even the tournament kicked off.
Bro,
but this
I'm
team
not gonna
ain't
lie.
even
I'm not gonna lie.
complaining,
They
bro.
might have been a blessing. They might have been a blessing, you know.
It's interesting, but like this is what I kept on saying to people about like there's a bigger criticism I have about England that I keep telling people, because what tends to happen is obviously Southgate took charge all those years ago in 2016, right? And when he took charge, I think people were like, they were unsure, but then they could see that there was a change of things that were happening, like more younger players were being brought through, more certain things were happening. And at first, even I was like, you know what, this is refreshing, let's see where this goes. You're not fully relying on the status quo of players, you're giving fresh, new, young, talented players a chance. I always still doubted the manager, But then I said at one point, guys, where he's now overstaying his welcome because he's tactically not actually fit for this. Tactically, I feel like there's teams that generally don't have even as good of players as England, but can play better than England. Why? Because tactically they know how to play to more of their play strength. This brother has been here for 6 years, and I'm like, you still don't know. You still struggle with the same problems that I saw you with. You still are the bottleneck to some of the players that are on the pitch because you choose poor tactics. Like he sets
still
up a
allows
certain
Harry
way.
Kane
It
to
may
drop
look
in
like
midfield.
Stop there. Let me just stop there and say, I made the mistake of judging Didier Deschamps on his performances in the Nations League. His performances in international tournaments should be judged based on that. How he does in the Nations League and in friendlies leading
They
up
don't
to a
care, though.
tournament, it should not be judged, because this is the mistake that I've been making and a lot of people have been making. They've been looking at him lose to Denmark twice, and we're like, you know what? This France team's not that good. That's what I was thinking. Going into the tournament, I was thinking this France team's not that good. They have a lot of injuries. They lost to Denmark. They're losing to random teams. And it's like their performance in the Nations League leak into the World Cup, they're done. But guess what? They weren't actually showing that much care in the Nations
But they were
League.
trying things, bro. This is what I was trying to
let's
say.
be
To
honest.
people.
Let's be honest.
They
Why
were
are we
actually
talking about
trying things
France?
in the Nations League.
What?
They were changing things.
No, we're not,
They
you
were
guys are
trying different
this is the
players.
problem. You guys are. This is the problem. People are so naive, and I've seen it. People, when they see result, they get, listen, this France scored. Listen, today they had 38% possession. Let's be honest with it. Let's not kid ourselves.
Brother, possession is not everything.
No. That's what I'm saying. But
Bro,
we're
they scored a
champions.
goal in the 6th minute, Hamza. What do you want?
Because a mistake. It was a mistake from
But
Morocco.
they caused the
It was a
mistake.
little
They
mistake from
pounced on the
Morocco.
mistake and
No,
made them pay.
No, but Morocco had better chances. Let's confirm that.
But
Why
it
we
doesn't
pretend?
matter.
No,
One
they
second,
didn't. No, they
It doesn't
didn't.
matter.
One second. Let me come for this France.
No, they
Why-
didn't.
Let me come for this France side.
One second.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, look what they've done. No, they want. They want
XG
against England. Let's go back to the England game. They have a long
No,
shot.
you can't just say stupid
You
stuff
said
and just go to
blame
England.
correct statement.
No,
They
one
didn't
second.
have better chances. France had better chances. Morocco never pulled the trigger.
No, because they made mistake. Morocco kept making stupid mistakes.
Morocco never actually took the shots.
Listen,
They took
Morocco-
shots, but when they took the
Morocco-
shots, they were never really.
Hamza,
Let me just finish. One second. Let me
no,
finish
no,
the
you
statement, then-
can't.
Let me finish that statement, then you can rebut. Yeah. Listen, why? I'm shocked. Like literally, are we serious? Like a team, world champions, came to a game against a team that were not even African champions, were dominated. They had 62 possession. They had 30. No. Let's go back. Morocco
Hamza,
makes
who won?
mistakes.
Who won?
Yeah? Morocco makes
Who won?
mistakes, and the goal comes from their pouncing errors, like a little.
cares?
No, one second. Let me
doesn't
go.
matter.
No, one
Let
second.
him finish. Let him finish.
One
Whose
second.
mic is that?
Whose mic is that?
Is
Someone's
that
mic.
your mic?
It's not me.
Nah, it is.
It's Hamza's mic crackling.
Anyways, unmute and just.
Okay,
continue.
I'm okay. Listen, at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, they had a poor performance. They got the result. Yeah, they got the result. They played. That's exactly like Man City when they played Brentford. We dominated them, but we didn't win. Brentford won. That's
No,
exactly
but
what France
it's
did.
not comparable.
Okay, France did. Okay, before that, let's go on the England game. Let's go. Why are we pretending this French team so great? Are you joking? They had England. England had. Let me.
Egal, let him finish because there is no sense of it.
He's missing.
I know.
You're missing a crucial point, Hamza.
I know what you're gonna say.
Design. This is by design in the sense
exactly,
that,
bro. But this is Morocco, man. Let's go back to the game before that. They've became before that. What
does that mean, though? This is Morocco. Morocco just beat Spain,
No,
Portugal.
I'm supporting France.
Give them respect,
Listen,
bro. What we doing? They beat Belgium.
No, one second. Let's go back to the game before that. Yeah, go. The game before that, Chouameni had a long shot, like 1 in 100. Like he would never score that. Like I'll give Chouameni chances. Valverde scores. I've seen Valverde scores. Chouameni can shoot so many times. He will never score that goal. And guess what? He went in. England had chances. The reason why England lost is Harry Kane didn't finish his chances.
England needed penalties, brother.
No, 1 second. Harry Kane did not finish when he turned Upamecano. He should have finished that chance.
It's sad, bro. I don't know why you're defending England.
they should have finished. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, why are we propping this France side as if it's, oh, they got to the, this is what they've done. They've smashed and grabbed, they've done it, and now in the final, and they will probably smash and grab and get the result. But not prop them as, oh, what a great team. Oh my God, such a brilliant. No, they didn't. They didn't have a brilliant performance.
They
Way
didn't
better
need
team
to.
than
That's the
Brazil.
point. They didn't need
They
to.
won.
Way better team than Brazil.
They didn't need to. This is what's crazy, bro. They didn't need to, and they still beat these teams. So what's your point? It doesn't really
There's
matter.
no
what you just
point.
said.
There's no point from him
My
because he
point-
can. No,
my
no,
point is,
Hamza. I'll
listen,
let you
they
talk.
played
Let
negative. They
me.
got the they got the results what they wanted, but they played negative football. They were not that special against opponents that should have knocked them
Yeah,
out.
but
Should have.
Hamza,
But sometimes
what
this is what I
are
say.
people gonna
Sometimes
What are
remember?
you?
Them winning the World
What are you
Cup?
talking about? Special? What's special? What
You
is
need-
They win the
special?
World Cup. No one cares. That's the
Yeah,
that's the
Who's
reality of
what's
it.
special?
Yeah,
The
one second, guys,
special
one
doesn't
second.
win the World Cups.
1 second, 1 second.
Tournament
Hamza's not
football.
Hamza's point is basically they didn't perform to the level where he expects a team to be performing. But guess what? Certain teams have styles, and certain teams have ways of winning. And this is the way France win. This is the way that they won their previous World Cup, and this is the way they're going to try to win this World Cup. The way they do it is they're extremely pragmatic. They catch teams when they're vulnerable, and when they get a lead, they hold on to it. They have mastered the art of holding on to a lead. In the last World Cup, they had 2 clean sheets going into the final. The final was the only game they conceded in. This one, they did the opposite. They conceded against England. They conceded in the first game. Who they play again? Who do we play? Oh, I'm
Poland.
thinking.
Poland. Poland.
Did they concede? It was a penalty, right?
No, they didn't. They didn't. It was 3-0. Mbappe
No, it
scored
was
a hat trick.
3-1.
It was 3-1. It was a
3-1.
penalty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically my point is their defense.
Big up, Dabs. Big up.
Their defense
Sorry.
has been vulnerable, so they needed to play whichever way they wanted to do. And guess what? This season, this team has scored more goals. You got Giroud on 4 goals. You have freaking Mbappe on 5 goals. Last tournament, Harry Kane won Golden Boot with 6 goals.
Look, Hamza thinks for
I'm gonna have
some.
to mute your mic.
Mute
mute
your
him,
mic,
mute him.
Hamza. Don't lose the signal. Don't lose the signal and like, oh, I'm losing the
No, we're
signal.
gonna have to talk about Argentina because
Yeah.
this is getting long. Now.
No. It's what's shocking even more coming from this pretend to be Brazil fan and pretend to be a City fan
Stop it,
is
man. Every
one
time.
thing is he compared this French team to low block team. That's what he does. He's saying that they are low block team that snap and grab do just on the counter attack. That's not what it is, Hamza. You don't know football. You literally don't know football. You don't know the game. You know the game based on highlights and based on Wikipedia. That's how you know the game. But you don't know game, and I can tell you, and I can prove it to you, because you compare this French team as low block team, which is not.
Where are you going with this?
Who? Me
No,
or
Dad.
Just
I'm saying
ignore me.
that.
It's fine.
Listen.
Carry on.
I'm saying,
no, Hamza, no. This is so disrespectful. This is so disrespectful, Hamza. This is
Aye.
disrespectful on so many levels.
no, but get to the point. You're not saying they had a poor Listen, they had 38%
Guys,
possession
guys,
against Morocco.
Guys,
Are you
that
serious?
is their plan. And you want to know
That-
something?
I'm saying
Argentina.
they got the result, but they've not won. They've
They don't
not.
have
Hamza,
that.
No. Your adopted
Listen,
country, your
listen,
adopted country,
this is
Samba
gonna end
football.
this conversation,
How far
yeah?
did the Samba football got you?
Sometimes,
No.
sometimes.
This
Let
is
me give
going
you
to
an
end this
example.
conversation. Guess what? Chelsea weren't special against you, but who won the Champions League?
Yeah, that's what I said.
There you go. End
Oh,
of story. You don't
hold on.
special football.
We're
No,
not
but we
special
were,
against.
though.
We were
We
not
were,
special
though. We
against
shut you down.
Bayern, but
Okay,
we
let me-
No.
beat them.
That's what I'm
We
saying. That's
beat
my
them.
point.
Yeah,
You don't need
you're
to
right.
be special. to
We
win
had the
cups.
better chances.
We are
literally
better
shut you
team
down.
than them. What are you talking about?
Listen, no.
Chelsea
it
was
comes.
better than City.
No,
Chelsea
what I'm saying
was
is your
defensive
no.
against Germany.
Okay.
and the Bayern
listen to
Munich,
the point
yes.
I'm making.
Chelsea
Not
fans
against
get
City,
triggered.
man.
No. Who plays the better football, City or Chelsea?
Chelsea
City.
on that night.
No, City predominantly play the better
Well,
football.
they
Yeah,
can
wait.
dominate whatever they want in England. In that
Okay,
game,
okay,
we
forget it.
dominated
Okay,
them.
okay, Hamza, you win this
He's
point because
asking in
clearly
general,
he's
bro.
saying, okay, you win this point. All right, let's move on.
You can
Okay,
never
so
win with
you're
Chelsea
not
fans.
conflicting
Let's
here.
move on
He
to-
doesn't.
But
He
let's
doesn't
move on
win
to
at them.
They don't
Argentina.
things, man.
understand football, Chelsea
One
fans. They don't.
second, 1 second. You
No,
guys don't
no,
have
no.
to
I
speak
think
for,
you're the one that doesn't understand football because your
Exactly.
acknowledgement is football is a tic-tac-toe. Like this, literally just
Exactly.
keep going back and forth at each
No,
other, bro. There are different ways of playing football, and this team happens to play a way
No,
that
that's what I
works
said.
for them and has made them World Cup champions, and they are on their way to
Yeah,
being
the World Cup,
back-to-back
but
champions. And you
previously
want to
they played
dismiss
more.
it. That's
more.
on you, bro. It's
And
not
you
on
want to know
me.
something?
You can call me a
Alright.
Chelsea
You
fan,
want
but
to know
that's on
something?
you, bro.
In a world where everyone wants to be entertained,
Yeah.
France could win 2 World Cups.
Yeah.
Playing pragmatic football.
And Samba football didn't.
It's true.
Mbappe's about to have 2 World Cups.
And you know
bro.
what?
That's,
Let me
that's
tell you.
what we're
At
talking
the
about
age
right
of
now.
23, Kylian Mbappe will have more World Cups than some people's goals.
Egal,
Let's talk about it.
Egal. Last statement, yeah. Listen, there's a way. You're right. There's ways to win World Cup, and I was saying this today, yeah.
There's
Italy.
there's
Italy.
ways to
Remember.
win football matches, Hamza.
No, let me just say, Italy. Let me tell you. If I asked you, this is what is going to trigger Chelsea fans. It will trigger them because they can't understand. Listen,
You wish. You
Brazil.
wish you could trigger me.
Listen, if I name you, name me teams that you see documentaries, films, people talk about
You
winning
think I
World
want
Cups.
documentaries?
No, one second. Don't get triggered. 1 second. Don't get triggered. If you talk about
I won
teams
trophies,
won
bro.
the World Cup, that won the World Cup, we'll talk about France 98, Brazil 2002, Spain 2010. But then what happened to Italy 2006? No one remembers. They remember they got the trophy.
Bro,
But
everyone
people-
remembers.
Everyone remember Cavallio's
The people
performance.
that remember are these
Every-
two up front
Oh
frauds.
my
These two
God.
frauds up
A
there.
guy got a Ballon d'Or
The
because
Chelsea
of
fans.
that. A guy got a Ballon d'Or because of that. A defender got a Ballon d'Or. because
Bro.
of
First
that.
defense. Oh my God, Hamza,
Bro,
you're such a
who did they
fraud,
play
man.
semi-final? Who did they play semi-final? Tell me.
Who
Why-
Brazil
why-
played in semi-final in 2000? Who?
1998, they played Croatia.
No, 1998.
2000
No. 2000 and
Turkey.
Okay,
There you are.
what was the score?
Hamza,
They scored
Hamza,
3-0.
this
Go
is
on.
not a history
Okay,
lesson.
no.
There you
Who,
go.
who was the?
Rivaldo. Rivaldo
guys,
scored.
Guys,
Shut
out,
up.
out of respect for the listeners, we gotta move on, and we now gotta move on to the Argentina show. And
My
I'm not
God,
gonna
guys,
lie,
the Google
There's-
FM.
there's one person who has to start off every Argentina segment. It's Gunnar Souls. How you doing? Welcome to the show. You've been very quiet when it comes to a France segment, but this is your time to shine. Go ahead, take it away.
Oh,
If you guys don't know, he's a big Messi fan.
Oh, I had my Messi poster, but it's stuck on the wall. It's not coming off.
Did you rip it?
Got my
Did you
Messi
rip it?
poster already, but no.
You
But
trying to get it
listen,
down?
Listen. You had one game to disrespect the GOAT. One game, I told you, you have a free reign to disrespect him. Where's Messi? You know what? Where's Saudi Arabia? Where's Morocco? Where are all these teams here that wanted to disrespect the GOAT? Now talk, now rise, and now apologize. Because when Messi wins this World Cup, it's over. Football's over. Finished. No one compares to the GOAT. The man competes not only for the goal scoring ability, not only a creator's assist. Man, you can compare him to anything. Midfielders, any attacking facet of football, this man can be compared in. You want to talk about assisters? Cool. Bring Messi into the conversation. Goal scorers? Bring Messi into the conversation. Creators? Bring Messi into the conversation. You want to compare him? The only thing you
What
Oh,
can't
about
compare is
Maradona? Can I
defensive.
compare him to it?
Yeah, he surpasses Maradona.
By how?
He surpasses Maradona. Just because he hasn't won the World Cup is just the icing on the top to shut
No.
everyone up.
No.
That's all it does. Yes, it does.
To
The
become
guy has
to be
completed football twice. The guy's won 2 trebles. Some teams haven't even won
twice
one
in
yet.
what?
Trebles. He's won 2 trebles.
That's not. Is that the level by like is
All right,
it,
he's won the most
who
Ballon
made
d'Ors
the
for a single
who-
player. Even
I
if you
don't
wanna
care
go
about-
to
no, no,
individual
no, no,
awards,
no, no.
He's won more top
This
goal
is what's-
scorers in Europe. He's won more assist awards in Europe. So even if you want to go into individual accolades, the guy's done it. You can't talk to Messi on any level. The only
Yes, I
thing he
can.
does is-
Let him
what
have
level?
Alex. Let him finish.
Okay.
Let him
He's the
finish
top.
his
All right,
segment.
he's the top goal scorer of the World Cup. So that even if you want to start comparing him, the guy's done it on every level. Please tell me what he hasn't done in football bar
World
win this
Cup.
World Cup. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If he
I was
wins
gonna
this
say.
World Cup, what can anyone say to him? No one, and I'm talking no one can say anything because the guy's won more than anyone.
This
He's
Maradona World Cup run
completed football.
required the penalty kicks.
Who cares how they win it? Who cares?
I do.
If
When I'm challenged,
if you win a World Cup, no. If you win a World Cup, you won the World Cup. Who cares? You're talking about pragmatic football and all of this. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? If you
I do
have
when
a
you
World
compare
Cup,
individual
I
player.
don't give a shit.
Well,
How?
that's you then.
Who cares? All right, then where's Maradona's multiple Champions Leagues? Let's talk then. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you want to compare him, he wins that World Cup. However he wins, I don't give a shit. He still wins it. So if people want to bring, because this is the problem now, they're gonna now diffuse and find a way, that they can tarnish Messi's name again. They're gonna be, he won it by penalties. He won it by this. There's always something. This is, you know why? You know why I say he's the GOAT? Because of how much criticism the guy gets, how much they try and disbar his name from being the GOAT, the standards they put him to not be the GOAT. Like they say, he can't win it without penalties. He can't win. Even winning the World Cup isn't enough. That's how crazy this guy's standards are, that people are disputing if he wins the World Cup, that we still have questions. What the fuck does he need to do?
You're right.
There's nothing he can do that this is why I say he's the GOAT, because the standards for him are mental.
So basically, you give him a GOAT because people, how you say it, criticize
Maradona
him?
won the World Cup. Did anyone say how he won it, why he won it?
Yeah, by himself.
Who cares? Hand of God.
But
he won by himself.
Cheated,
He has
disbarred, not the goal. He hand of
cheated.
God. Sure, done.
There's no VAR. Cheated.
Listen, I just say, listen. This is what the theory is. Thank God, I don't have low standards like more there, like Ronaldinho, Bob. Listen, at the end of the day, the greatest of all time. You're right, the greatest of all time. Listen, I respect football. I don't need to see guys. I respect my elders when they tell me something. I go and read and research them. I want to find out. I don't sit there.
Google them, research.
Because I don't sit there. Mason Mount existed. That's it. Football didn't exist before. People existed before Mason Mount. Listen,
what are you talking about?
In football, to me, existed.
This is the worst, worst thing I've ever seen. But carry on.
1 second. Football, to me, the greatest of all time, has to have World Cups. He's right. Soz is right. And what made me put Pelé? Because he's got 3. Okay, number 2 comes Maradona to me. Because
Glory
he's
Hunter.
right. I tell you why. Maradona comes too, Maradona.
Who comes number 1?
Listen, no, not Pelé. Easy. 3 World Cups, man. How can I take it off? Are you serious? 1 second. No, I don't. And I've seen. Listen, let me not talk about the 7.
Man. All in black and white and everything, man.
Listen, let me not talk about Carlos.
He brought his mama to the. He took his mama to the game, man.
He has a DVD.
Listen,
Mohammed, he has a DVD.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I can talk about
VHS tapes.
1 second. Let me finish.
Back then it was like this.
Hamza, please get away from the GOAT conversation and bring it back to game.
That's what I'm gonna come to. That's why I'm coming to Messi. Maradona. The reason why that status is, and that's why arguments now can be hard, because I'm not gonna disrespect Messi. You're right. He's got the 3. So when people say Maradona, that argument. See, I was listening. It's true. You can't deny Maradona or Messi to be 2, whatever it is. But you know what makes it elite? He went to Napoli. And this is the problem with football fans. No one knows about that history. He went to a shitty Napoli side, and he absolutely humiliated the AC Milan, which is one of the greatest team ever, with Rijkaard, Van Basten, Ruud Gullit, Baresi. These are the greatest players ever. And that's what I say. Alex is right. But Messi winning it, this is why I'm wearing this shirt. I am making sure that I bring that curse to Brazil. Oh my God. If he wins it, I can't sleep, because they can then start challenging me for another second Argentinian. I don't want Messi. But if Messi loses, let me make it clear. If Messi loses this, goats don't fail in 2 World Cup finals. That's the definition. You cannot tell your children, Mommy and Daddy, why did GOAT fail in 2 World Cup finals? You have to explain that in a nice essay. Suz, you're going to have to run away. And to me, I had to choose Mbappe. 2 World Cups. He's close to Maradona, because Pele won 2 in the age of Mbappe. I know Mbappe, that guy will not get 3. So it's better I accept Mbappe. Let Mbappe come for me. I don't mind. But Messi is a threat to me. for my reputation, for the world reputation, we have to stop Messi. And if you really love football, if you hate Maradona, if you hate Pele, if you hate beautiful football Brazil, go and support Messi.
Yeah, Hamza.
Wait.
One second.
Maradona and Pele?
Hamza, turn around. What's the name on the back of your kit?
You're
All
on
of a
mute.
sudden he's on mute.
What's the
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
of
He's
the
about
back?
to lose the signal, man.
So why are you wearing a Messi kit?
Listen. There's a curse. One second. Egal. When I won their shirts, I watched CR7 on CR7. He was crying that day. When I wore De Bruyne shirt, he lost. When I wore Germany, they lost. When I wore England, they lost. Yo, the curse has to continue. But if Messi beats my curse,
Can I just say this?
They won 3-0.
if he beats my curse, yeah.
Brother,
This is the
this
same guy.
curse is bullshit.
The-
Bullshit.
You tried to say something about Ronaldinho, and you were speaking about Sean Goater earlier on. Let's not do this, bro. Why, bro? Nobody heard your guy even. Like nobody cares.
Guys, can we just bring it back? Can we bring it back?
All right, on the game. Can I just
Let me just say this. Croatia versus Argentina. Julian Alvarez scored a wonder goal. Took it from half. How many times did the defenders try to stop him? I don't know. They call him a spider. I get it now. They call him a spider. He tapped it in. It was a spider-esque moment. Then you have Messi. Messi didn't even look up to make the pass. On top of that, his burst of pace. At this age, he still has pace. At this age, he still has the change of speed, the deceptive pace, in the sense that you think you got him, and then you come close, and then boom, he's around
Alex.
you. And the worst thing about it. The worst thing about this whole Messi performance, people making it seem like they don't know how he plays. People make it seem like this is something out of the norm. This is something ridiculous.
Bro, this is standard. This is shit.
This is
poor
basic.
performance.
Bro, this is 35 years old. It's just unreal that you can still do shit like this.
I'm just gonna say this: Gavardio's price tag went from 100 million to 70 million.
Hey, I was just about to say that. That was my only thing, man. There's positives. There is positives.
You know what though? He's joined an elite list of defenders who have been done by Messi, and he's been. You know what? Yeah, it's a blessing for him because at the age of 20, he can learn a lot from this, and that's 100%. All I'm gonna say, bro. That guy can learn a lot. This can make him into one of the greatest defenders of all time.
Look, at least it wasn't like how Boateng fell, man. Boateng was the worst one I've ever seen in my entire life, bro.
Messi said himself, Julian Alvarez carried us. Hamza's
bro, but this is the thing though. Messi would never ever compliment himself. The guy's never in his career complimented himself. But the thing is, you know what? I am so happy that Scaloni finally, something in his brain told him this I show speed imposter needs to come off the pitch and he needs to play Julian Alvarez. Thank you. Whoever told him this, whoever smacked the reality.
It made a big difference.
Bro, Julian. Huh? No, he's shit, bro.
Lautaro Martinez is who he's referring to.
Shit. Lautaro Martinez is dead. So overhyped.
I can't lie, man. Julian Alvarez has stolen the show in that sense, man.
Bro, he is. Oh, do you know what? It's unfair. Football is life is unfair. How the fuck do you get Haaland to play like 60 minutes and then finally he's going off for this dickhead to now come on? How is it fair? It's not fair, man. I don't care how salty I sound right now. How do you do this? And
look how happy he is. You're still not winning the Champions League. Look how happy he is.
93 million.
I don't know why you acting like this.
Champions League for you, brother.
The man's giddy like a schoolgirl.
Bro, I'm telling you.
He's a shameless glory hunter. That's why he's giggling. He's a glory hunter.
He's like, oh, keep talking about
it. You know what it is though, like with Alvarez. Look at the first goal. Then look at the second goal. Man was just in the right place at the right time to slot it away. That guy is everything you need in a striker. That guy can dribble.
If Man City didn't have Haaland, Julian Alvarez would be on 17 plus goals.
He's brilliant. Yeah. He is so brilliant. I remember when we were linked with him, a lot of City fan, even Dubs would tell you, we were watching 1 o'clock in the morning, and Enzo's a good player. At that time, he was also bidded. He was worth 10 million, 15, and he was scoring goals. Bro, the runs he makes, they run him. Ferran Torres used to make those runs. Ferran Torres knows how to make runs, yeah? You know that last man body. You know, that last month. Ferran Torres used to make that run, but he doesn't finish. Ferran Torres is very good. He makes beautiful runs. You guys don't see him. I've seen him. Alvarez makes those runs and he can finish. First time I was scratching my head. Top corner. How do you do it? Luck. But he keeps doing it. He keeps doing it. And he's such a humble kid. Listen, I'll give him that, man. Listen, he's a humble. Look how he is. He looks a very, and he works.
You should
hard.
learn from him. Learn from
he's
the
a
kid.
humble kid like
Come to
myself.
be humble.
Listen, and you know what he did? Yeah, they're so beautiful, and he should have won man of the match. Yeah, guys, the running he does off the. I want you to watch him off the ball. I've seen him for City. He doesn't stop running. Every City fan will tell you. Dubs will tell you. He doesn't stop running, bro. And he did that for River Plate. He's got that for River Plate. There's a guy who told me his Twitter name is River Pods. These are two English guys who will support River Plate. And when we signed him, I always listen to their podcast. And they said, Alvarez, one thing he'll give you is the Argentinian, like, running around. Bro, he runs around. He kept chasing Modric. And off the ball, twice, he pushed Modric. Imagine Modric. Like pushing Modric off like that because Modric was getting pissed off.
He's a 37-year-old guy, bro. Like, I don't think it's a big deal.
Yes. You know what's so funny? Yeah?
You can push
know what? Let me finish the last statement. You know one thing. Last night I was sleeping. My mom had me giggling at 3 a.m. She woke me. I said, "What giggling?" I said, "Mom." She said, "You're giggling." I said, "Yeah. LM10 has gone home. Luka Modric." And she goes, "Who's LM?" I said, "Luka Modric." When KDB told people he's got an old team, they came out for my guy, Mom. But I'm giggling in the morning, 3 o'clock, because Modric is going home because he's got an old team.
You shameless guy. Wallah, you're so shameless.
Why are you still living with your mom, man? You grown-ass man. Why you live with your mom, you grown-ass man?
You made this about KDB, bro. I can't believe it.
Listen, Hamza. You know how you said Kevin De Bruyne sits on the same table with Xavi, Iniesta, and Zidane? That's Luka Modric. That's not Kevin De Bruyne.
My God, listen. If that's my hot chocolate, that's my hot chocolate. That's Modric. He sits there. You can catch Modric. No more competition. No,
but Modric has a lot. Modric has a lot more than Kevin De Bruyne. Don't forget the Champions Leagues. Don't forget the World Cup final appearance. Don't forget he has a Nations League.
Oh wow, Nations League. We accept Nations League as a trophy these days. Have we become that low class these days? Oh wow.
What does De Bruyne has?
Listen,
not listen.
There's
what De Bruyne has.
No difference between silver and bronze. It's not Olympic medal.
No, 1 second.
What De Bruyne has versus what Modric has.
Can we acknowledge that Modric sits at the same table with Zidane, Iniesta, and Xavi?
No, never.
He's definitely way closer to it than Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne is the waiter. De Bruyne is the waiter to the table.
One last person, Souls. Do you agree with that statement? Luka Modric sits on the same table.
No, never.
He's an uninvited guest. Let's just put it that way. He's an imposter.
Okay.
Like,
my God.
I think that's what's harsh. Like, we can't cut, bro. At top level,
all right. He's like the, you know, when you extend the table and, like, you know, you make more room because someone just came. That's what Modric is, unfortunately.
No, but what I'm trying to say,
their levels yet. Like,
seriously, what the guy has to achieve.
Can we be honest about one thing? Can we be honest about one thing? Does anyone on this table right now think? Does anyone think that Croatia is a serious contender for Euros or World Cup?
Same as Belgium.
They're not serious contenders. Like, when you really look at the squads that they've had.
If I'm being honest here, on paper,
are you talking about as a football history team?
They're not
or
serious, but they are a contender.
They're a good team. Historically, they
are a good team.
Historically, Croatia is better
I'm not
than
saying
Belgium.
in terms of stature. Yeah. I'm saying in terms of the squads that they've had whilst Modric has been around. It's not.
Yeah, Belgium was stronger. Belgium is a stronger team than Croatia.
Belgium have had to, exactly.
Years,
Why are we acting?
Yeah, Belgium's goal generation team is way stronger.
Belgium decided to hire Roberto Martinez, bro, and then said goodbye to anything about.
There is no competition. Bro.
Belgium, that's their own fault.
On the last 10 years, last 2 World Cups and the Euros, Belgium had the strongest squad.
Do you believe
technically?
Do you believe getting like coaches, assistant coaches like Thierry Henry was a detrimental?
No, the
Yeah,
manager, it was detrimental.
No. But
Thierry
even
Henry
having
is the
but
bomb
no,
as a
But
coach.
having Thierry Henry as
Like,
your
Hans is
assistant
one of the
is
biggest trolls I've ever met in my life. One of the biggest.
no.
trolls,
But he's got assistant managers
What's
can
an
be
assistant?
no. But he's got in modern day football, yeah, like assistant managers can be just as crucial as the manager.
Where'd
Look
you
at
get that
us, yeah.
thing
Oh, look,
from?
we've got Arteta, yeah, but even Nikola Jova can like give him some tactical advice and help him change a game. The managers
but
get all the glory, but
but
sometimes the assistants can be just
You know
as
what?
vital.
You know what? One thing about Croatia, they had Rakitic, they had Brozovic, they had Kovacevic. He's good. They had Modric, they had Mandzukic, they had Perisic. That's a fantastic generation of talents. Like compared
They're
to
not on.
Lukaku.
They're not on Belgium's team.
Look at this.
Like, come on, man.
Mandzukic was already old last World
Yeah.
Cup.
Look at this. Lukaku,
Modric was old last World Cup.
Musa Dembele, Tottenham guy. Alderweireld, Tottenham. Vertonghen, Tottenham guy. Even Brazil paid the price for having a Tottenham guy up
Why
front.
you keep saying Tottenham guy? Bro, they were rated as individual players. They were actually rated. They
Croatians
were
are
rated. I don't know why we're doing this.
very smart.
No,
Listen,
but the
Croatians-
Tottenham tax is heavy. Let's be honest.
No. Look, at club level, these guys, they weren't doing shit with Spurs. We know this, all right? That's a Spurs thing. But let's be honest, guys. On an individual level, we rated these guys. They weren't bad players. They were
Spurs-
not bad players, bro. They got some guy. I don't even know who the hell plays at centre back for them right now, bro. It's situation's bad.
Let me ask you,
Situation's bad.
would you have taken
Vertonghen and whatever.
an Alderweireld? Would you have taken Vertonghen and Alderweireld for Arsenal during that time? You had that thing. Who did you have? Vermaelen and Mertesacker.
Bro, if they
Vermaelen
come
is a
to
good
Arsenal,
defender.
they win stuff. I think the mentality problem is with the club, not the players. But it seeps through to the national team because Belgium, let's be honest, a bunch of bottle jobs.
Since
People
we're talking
say-
about
People are saying Musa Dembele. Imagine people arguing. They say Musa Dembele was that special. I said, if he's that special, why is he not going to Real Madrid? Why is Barcelona not lucky? Why is he
Can we
playing
ask
for?
Because at the moment we had players like Cruz. What's his name? The one that moved to
Modric,
Man United.
Casemiro.
Yeah,
can I ask a
Casemiro. Why
question?
would he need Dembele there, man?
Bayern Munich.
Hamza, how are you turning this into a Kevin De Bruyne?
I don't
defending
know,
system?
man.
no,
because
but
he's
why is he
clueless.
telling us
No,
about Kevin De
I'm just
Bruyne?
saying
If we speak about mentality, guys, let's talk about it then. Champions League, World Cup, Euros. Where was Kevin De Bruyne? I was looking for him every time he was needed. His country
City
called on him.
battle job.
His city,
Mentality.
his club called on him. He was not there. He was nowhere to be
Exactly.
found.
No, but guys,
City is
why are
good
we
domestically,
talking
not
about-
good,
why
not
are
good
we
European.
talking
Hey,
about
let's
Kevin De
just get
Bruyne?
back onto the games who
Right,
deserve
man.
talking about.
Forget
Forget
about
we were
Kevin
talking about
De Bruyne.
Modric.
Forget about Kevin De Bruyne. The thing is, how is it that Messi is supposed to be the most loved player, but there's 4 people here out of 5 that don't want Messi?
I said
to
he
win
is
the
not
ball?
loved. I told you he's not loved.
Wait. Stop right there. I
You're not-
already said what I needed to say about this game. This final, no matter what happens, history is being made. I'm not out here going to tell you outright I support Argentina, but I will be happy for Messi if he wins it. However,
No one's
I'm
gonna-
supporting France. France represent me more as a black man than Argentina does. I'll make it so simple, and there's nothing else about it for me. So at the end of the day, when I look at that Argentinian team, they're deservedly in the final like they're supposed to be, and so are France. It's going to be a good game. It's the type of final we've been wishing for God knows how long. We're going to
Yeah, we
fucking
wanted
enjoy it. That's for
Brazil or
sure.
France.
But
I
I'm not
think the
going to
penalty was
like, hey,
sketchy
I'm saying
penalty.
that Argentina ain't just Messi, bro. Like, it's the whole team, innit? It's the whole
They
nation.
fight
And
for him,
I'm
they
sorry,
fight
man.
for him.
Messi, I can't support you, bro.
You know one thing, they fight for him, man. They fight for him. One thing I've seen, that McAllister from Brighton, fighting spirit. Paredes, Enzo Fernandez, they are fighting for him. Otamendi 39. Otamendi's never had a performance. He took me out at Lyon last time. I forgot this guy. I've had an agenda. He's fighting. He's fighting. They've got this fighting mentality that I'm scared about. And I just pray the guys, what they're doing, that's so different. You got this. I think, are they going to sit back, both of them? Are we going to sit? Because both of them sit back. Or do you think France will sit back and these guys, what's going to happen? I don't know. What's the game plan going to be? Because one's not like attacking. Both of them are happy to sit back and sack pressure and counter-attack.
Do you know what it is though? I think Argentina don't mind either. I'll be honest with you, because even if you look at their Copa America run, they've come across both teams who wanted to sit back on them, and teams that wanted to attack him like Brazil did. And they're suited for both games. So if France want to sit back, Argentina are just going to play pragmatic, get it boring. And then the difference is for me, and look, this is purely my opinion, maybe it's biased lenses. I feel Argentina have more game changers in terms of creating that breaking line pass than I think France do. And that's the reason why I think they're going to win this
Can you
game.
name them for Argentina?
Messi can do it, McAllister can do it, Enzo Fernandez can do it. Then even if you look at it, and then person who's going to be on the end of it is more than likely going to be someone like a Julian Alvarez. So even if you look at it, as much as like Acuna hasn't pleased people, he can also create these sort of cutbacks that can be dangerous. Even Molina's made a lot of late runs for a wing back. That's very weird. It's very awkward because even if you look at the Messi assisted against Croatia when the no look pass, was that against Croatia? Whoever it was against, right, in that game.
Netherlands.
That was Netherlands. Sorry, yeah. That was to Molina, who's the wing back, who made a cutting run, which is awkward for defenders to see. So that's why I say, like, I think they've got more cutting edge from midfield than I think France do. But the difference with France is they can hold up the game well, which is going to be an interesting proposition. So I don't know how this game can go because this game,
bro, it depends on one
way
thing
it
for me.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm thinking of, someone just said it. If Upamecano ends up back in this team and plays in that final, guys, pray for France, man, because I don't think it's gonna be easy. I'm gonna say to that guy, he has bozo moments in him. In my opinion, the last person you want to have bozo moments against is freaking last team you want to have that against. It's Argentina.
It's Konate's role. It's Konate's role, and he's keeping it.
He can't be dropped.
Look, it depends. Like again, by some miracle, if this manager Didier Deschamps decides
unless
otherwise,
he's injured, in it. That's the only other way that I don't think he'll play.
I don't think Konate should be dropped either. But I'm just saying, if by some miracle that something happens and that other guy plays, yeah, God help France, man. Because defensively, they cannot put a foot wrong.
The reason why I say it's not out of the realms of possibility is because if you look at this game tactically and the way Argentina have approached things, they defend in a 4-4-2 block. So what you really need is your centre backs to open up the spaces for you. So that could persuade Deschamps to go, do you know, Upamecano's our best ball playing centre back. Not a good defender, but he's a very good ball player, which Konate isn't. Konate is a very sort of old school traditional defender. So that could sway Deschamps to go, do you know what? What do we need more in this game? What is the threat more? Are we trying to defend Argentina or do we want to try and put them on the back foot? So it kind of just depends on how
fans, let's be humble, man. Let's be humble, man. I know you lot like Saliba, but come on, man.
I didn't say Saliba. I said Upamecano.
No. I'm based comment, bro. Like one of the comments saying Saliba can lock up Messi.
Based on
don't set this up for yourself, man.
Let me ask you something.
I'll be honest,
based on how Deschamps played the last couple of years, he wouldn't change the thing. He will play the way he played with the squad, the way he's thinking in the squad, and it's going to be the same thing.
He's played both, so
he actually has people talking about Mbappe and all that and Messi. That's not how we got. Like, if you're approaching the game the same way, you're gonna lose because there's more than one threat.
Talk about the final all day. I think I'm gonna do a whole designated video to the final. But let me ask you this: if we were to do a team of the tournament, who's been the goalkeeper of the tournament for you guys?
Bono.
Can we all agree on that?
Ooh. Yeah, Bono. Yeah, they've only conceded.
I think Saudi Arabian goalkeeper was the best.
How?
The guy was doing such acrobatics in the couple of games that he did. I was mesmerized, man.
Okay, so what about right back?
And Croatian goalkeeper. Croatian goalkeeper.
You know what? Yeah,
Croatian goalkeeper, because of the Argentina game alone, he's finished. Bono gets it.
He's been linked to Bayern Munich. Apparently he's going Bayern Munich, that Croatian keeper.
Who? The Croatian goalkeeper?
Croatian keeper, yeah. He's been linked to going to Bayern because Neuer is injured.
You know what, guys? He's actually a Football Manager legend. If you know him from Football Manager, he's a legend. You go and get him from the Ukrainian league. I mean the Croatian league. He's sick. Anyways, center right back, we know Hakimi. Left back, Theo Hernandez.
Left back,
Theo Hernandez, right?
Left back, Theo Hernandez.
Yeah, Theo Hernandez has been the best left back in this tournament. Who's been better?
Guys, anyone else? Do you think?
Nobody comes to mind for me, so I can't disagree.
There's no Brazilian player will fit in that squad.
No. There is one. Thiago Silva.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you got. You have to put You have to put the centre backs. It has to be like Gravdio has to come in, the Croatian defender. He has to.
I thought he was immense.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
he has to be.
Guardiola and Thiago
No,
Thiago
not
Silva.
Thiago Silva.
Those are two backs.
Not Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva.
I
It's
think
Gravdio
Thiago Silva
and-
is more about
No,
us nostalgia in it. Like I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I wouldn't put him
No.
there.
It's we have to give one of the Moroccan defenders.
Size.
I think
Yeah.
Saïs is a
Yeah.
good
He
shout.
played. Size played with hamstring injury. He still played, man. Come on, man. That's
He
like
played like a warrior, man.
midfield.
Okay, so we go size.
Mm-hmm.
Is it AIS?
SAI
There
double
we
S.
go. Now here's my take. Griezmann is in the midfield, and we go for what is it going to be? It's going to be a 4
Yeah, just do a 4-3-3. You can put midfielders as midfield, like whatever.
This is
it don't
the
matter.
hard
No,
one.
it's going to be a 4-2-3-1, but it's going to be like that. Okay, so this is going to be right wing, left wing. So who's gonna Cam is going to be Griezmann. Can we agree?
Yeah,
Griezmann,
Messi,
Cam.
man.
I can't disagree.
Messi.
Well,
Messi
Messi's
right.
not. He's right wing, isn't it? He's right wing. So
Messi right wing, Griezmann.
Yeah, Griezmann's definitely in there, man.
Hmm.
Mbappe has to be on the left.
How did Messi got in there? What did he do special? Penalty?
Messi is pop goals, pop assists.
Wait, what did he just say? What did Messi do?
Yeah.
do you
Bro,
see the hate, bro? The hate. I can't even be
Have you
asked.
been
Man.
watching
I'm not
the
even.
same World
I'm
Cup?
not even bothering, man. I'm not triggering. I'm not getting triggered on that.
Messi's literally carrying Argentina.
I think you know when it comes to the midfield, I would actually say that Moroccan guy, Onahi and
Amrabat.
Enzo Fernandez.
No, Amrabat.
I
man.
was gonna say
Amrabat.
Enzo Fernandez.
You know what's funny?
Enzo
Tuchemeni
Fernandez
does
and
not
No.
even have a shot in it, right?
Listen, Amrabat
Wow.
and Unahi.
Shameless
Amrabat
people.
and Unahi have been impressive.
Amrabat is in.
midfield.
Amrabat is in. He's
Unahi has to.
No, I
Unahi has to
think
be.
Unahi
I think
Fernandez.
Onahi is more than
I think
Amrabat.
Giroud's in. I think Giroud's in.
No.
No.
Giroud,
Julian Alvarez.
No.
Alvarez.
Alvarez has
Oh,
to be.
up top is Julian Alvarez easily.
It has to be Julian
Yeah,
Alvarez.
easily.
Has to be. He didn't play the first 2 games and then he started. Listen, the Unahi, he's a number 8, plays at Angers, that team. He's not, bro. He's performed. He can carry the ball. Like, are we serious? He dominated France midfield. They dominated. Amrabat and him had France midfield on lock, and they did it against Belgium. They did it against Spain, against Pedri and Gavi.
Yeah,
Are we
but
serious?
you can
How
also
come we
say
don't
that
Alvarez
Enzo
can
Fernandez
take-
when he
I
came
think
out,
Onahi
bro.
over Amrabat, man. Honestly.
Alvarez
No,
can take
Amrabat-
Messi's place,
Amrabat
and
and
Giroud
Onahi.
can take Alvarez's space.
Okay, guys. There's no one from Argentina's midfield who's getting in that final spot.
No, man.
There's no
That's
one
crazy.
else-
Enzo
how?
Fernandez is
Fernandez has
easily in
been-
there, bro.
Enzo Fernandez over
Unahi.
No, but
Or
Amrabat. Who
My
picked
question is
Amrabat?
Or
My
Amrabat
question
has been
is,
the best
Is
midfielder.
there,
Are you
is there
joking?
any other Argentina? Is there any other, what do you call it, Croatian player that gets in? Is there a Modric shot?
No,
Is
no.
there-
No,
None.
Enzo Fernandez controlled that midfield against him.
Bro, I don't know why we're doing this. Like,
I don't know why you not put Unahi. Man, ask everyone. Let's ask everyone in the chat. Ask everyone in the chat.
I think it's the Enzo Fernandez shot then.
I don't know how Tuchemeni is not here.
Chouameni's been amazing.
Nah, Chomeni, man. Listen, man.
Chouameni has been absolutely brilliant. I can't deny it, but like, also the formation kind of has already forced our hands because of the formation he played.
Listen,
If it was 4-3-3, it was easy for me.
Unahi has been
What was
so.
your 4-3-3?
No, we can't change it now, bro, because the players you put in there, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
difficult.
probably the most balanced that you're gonna get in terms of who've actually been.
Imagine Bellingham's not there. Where the Jude?
The top goal scorer in the
he's
tournament
had
is not
he's had
even
a
in
good
it.
World
Yeah,
Cup,
but
don't
that thing is matches brilliantly.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
that's-
who's the top goal scorer? What are you talking about? Mbappe and Messi are tied for the top goals.
Oh, I
Who's
thought
not-
Giroud was. How many
No,
Giroud scored?
has 4, same as Alvarez.
So why Giroud is here?
Giroud has
Why
4
Giroud is
goals,
not here?
the same as Alvarez.
Because Alvarez has been better.
Alvarez is
I'll
better.
be honest.
Al-
I just look
Al-
at the age of Julian Alvarez and the fact that he's been a massive part for the
That's
when he
Argentinian
came
team.
That's
and
why
they're
I-
in the final.
No, when he
That's
came
why
in,
I think
when
Alvarez should
Argentina
take
started
Messi's
looking better.
spot and Giroud should take Alvarez spot.
No, Messi can't be dropped. You can't.
How are you dropping
How do
Messi?
you?
I'm confused.
Easy.
You know what? I'm not getting into. I don't care. I really don't. This is what I'm saying here. When people
People
don't
are
get
saying,
football.
how is
That
Modric
is
in this?
absolute hate,
Mod-
bro.
Yeah, man.
People are saying, how is
Bro,
Modric
it's not
in
hate,
this?
it's stupidity. There's
Right.
hate, yeah, which is like logical,
This
in it?
guy's
But
a-
this is stupidity, like beyond dumb.
Hey,
How
whoever
though?
said Kane though, yeah, that's crazy.
That Kane's been good, but not that good. Yeah.
Modric is not there. These guys are so obsessed
Oh, he
with
said
names
him
that
as
they
a
want to
sub.
wear in their
Oh,
shirts.
never mind, bro. Sorry. Whoever that is, I just read that wrong.
Listen, I think that's a good team. That's a brilliant team because Alvarez never played against Saudi Arabia. He didn't play the second game, and they had a stinker, and they had to bring him on, and then he started turning on, and that's why I rate him as he's done well.
No,
man.
he has
He's
Kane
only
as a
played
sub.
4.
Mustafa, he has him as a sub, man. He's not a starter. Even I fell for it, man.
Who?
Oh shit, man. Now, okay, can we talk about honorable mentions in terms of just the World Cup, like players that stood out to you?
Unahi, number 8. That guy, oh my
Yeah.
god, he made me believe. Forget Bellingham and Enzo. Bullshit. Throw that man. I'm going for that guy.
1 second. Bellingham doesn't get in over Enzo Fernandez.
Yes, 100%.
Nah, he doesn't.
Man.
Not for me.
He doesn't get in front of the number 8 from Morocco.
Enzo's been crazy, man.
Look, Enzo Fernandez was another one who didn't start, and that's why they were lacking control. They bought Enzo Fernandez in, and
I
that's
can't
why they
put
made the
Saka
final.
over Messi.
Look, Arsenal fans are gonna try and sneak inside.
Apparently, Benzema is available for the
Nah.
final.
Hey, if Jesus
Nah,
was
you
still
don't play him.
available
You
and
don't
was
play
on
him.
one goal, Arsenal fans would tell us why he needs to be in there because he works hard for the team. Get out of here, man. We
Saka
ain't doing
played
this
poorly
bullshit,
against
man.
USA, man. Come on.
What are you saying if
Saka's
Benzema is
like an
available for the
honourable
final?
mention.
Listen,
That's what
listen.
I'll
I
say.
think Saka is a
There's
very good
no-
mention,
There's no
though.
need. There's no need for unwarranted hate for England's best player. Anyways, let's continue.
But
Bellingham.
like we said, he's an
I think
honourable
Saka's
mention.
good.
I
No.
think he gets in.
Honorable
And
mention.
I'll take
Saka,
my L on
definitely.
that.
I would even agree with that one. I think
I'll take
Saka
my
had
L.
an incredible tournament.
Yeah,
No.
I actually take my L on it. The kid is really, really good.
Yeah, he's special. He's on.
Oh, there you go.
But
Big up.
the
Saka
England
was amazing, man.
England best
Even for Arsenal, he's one of the
no
most important players.
England's best
We know.
performer is not Saka. You have to agree. Jude Bellingham.
I think both Bellingham and Saka have
And
brought-
No.
Saka,
both
Is
of
that
them
you?
for me.
Listen,
England's best performer was Saka
okay, against Argentina, against France, yeah,
against
but
Iran
in general,
and against France.
I think
He
when
was the
you
best
when you
player.
look at their age, like when you look at their age and their circumstance,
Jude, man,
it
Jude
tells a
Bellingham.
story of its own. I think Saka, considering what happened in the last tournament with
Okay,
England,
fair enough.
how
okay,
he's come
that's-
into this, to me,
For
I
that
think
story,
he's
okay,
handled
man.
that absolutely fantastically. And
Did you hear me
I
saying
couldn't be more
Benzema is
happy for
healthy
someone like
to
that.
play in the final?
And then for Jude Bellingham, I think knowing his age and how he handled this big stage, crazy what he could become.
Yeah,
But let me
Absolutely
say,
crazy.
let me say something. The reason why Saka will not just nip that is the USA game. It's that USA game, that game that he had.
That game is more
It
on
wasn't- it
that
wasn't
game
on
is
him.
more on the manager than actually on the player.
Okay,
The whole
fair enough.
team was-
But Jude's shocked everyone. Like he's the guy that Saka's
No,
amazing.
he was
Saka-
good.
think
He was good
Bellingham's
partner.
Saka's special, man.
Really
Saka's
good, like-
special, man. Saka's a
I
good
think
kid, man.
Bellingham and Saka
respect
are two English surprises this World Cup for England. Actually,
I'm
See,
not
even a guy-
surprised by Bellingham. I think with Bellingham, it's like this is what we expected him to do from the
Yeah.
hype he's getting and everything, but he's lived up to it, which is the surprising thing.
It's amazing to see, man.
I
Generally
still think
speaking,
it's 2 years.
it's been a
Because
while
you
to
know,
get.
English players get overhyped in it, so
What's
it's
your
disappointing when
flop,
they
though?
then don't live up to that hype. But
Yeah.
with Bellingham, I think the hype is justified, and that's what I think surprised a lot of people.
What's your
Probably,
flops
yeah.
in the tournament, guys? Because Lukaku's the biggest flop for me.
Lautaro Martinez,
Lautaro.
Are we doing flops
Yeah.
now?
I show speed, you know.
Mason Mount,
If we're doing flops, KDB, man, let's go.
Mason Mount.
Mason Mount did not play.
KDB,
Why
man,
is he flop?
We could do a flop 11. Well, who
Let-
would be-
Let's go right now.
Nunes,
KDB 's in
Nunes,
that list.
Argentina,
Let's go.
Nunes,
Who's in goal?
Argentina.
Who's in goal for the flop 11?
Mendy. He let Senegal down.
Yeah.
Mendy had
Oh, yeah,
Mendy.
Mendy's
Mendy.
definitely in there.
Worst? It has to be the Qatar keeper. Qatar
Oh,
keeper was the
shit,
worst keeper in
Mendy.
history.
Oh yeah.
No, but
Well,
who
let's.
cared about him? Who cared? He didn't have a reputation. coming
Yeah,
into
he
it.
didn't have a reputation to be a flop in the first place.
Okay, right back.
Right
Ooh,
back.
that's tough.
Who's that right back that got ripped?
Oh, what's his name? Alba for Spain.
Alba,
Alba was good. Alba was good.
Alba's a left back anyway.
Germany guy. Who's
Hey,
that?
big up Melina, big up, big up.
Germany. Who's
Big
that
up
Germany?
Melina every single time. Shout out Melina.
God
She
bless
says,
you.
"We got
Who's
Hamza,
Germany
Uncle
right back?
Mo, Alex, Souls." You know what, guys? I can't actually think of a whole 11, so it's difficult. Let me see if I can find one. Worst 11. so far.
Germany right back. He was bad, man.
Well, the Rome guy, Room or whatever his name is.
Crap, man. He was getting cooked. That guy.
Yeah.
Now that you mention, I remember him.
All right, what two
You
centre
know,
backs?
someone
That's-
put Thomas Partey in their worst
Center
11.
backs.
Centre back is that
Thomas Partey will have the stinker
Schlobeck.
this World Cup. He
For-
really did.
Yeah,
If you
Schlotterbeck
stop it-
was crap, man. He was.
That
Yeah, he was-
Germany is crap, man. He
Oh,
went home.
Schlotterbeck.
Yeah, the Germany team went home early.
Yeah, they were very disappointing, man.
I didn't think we're coming out of a group up. I didn't think that what's the name? I actually had the high standards
Rudiger
in the run.
Did Rudiger
In
had
the
a good?
run.
Oh my God, Cristiano Ronaldo's in the worst 11.
Yeah, it should be.
He should be, man. The brother
he
just
didn't even
he was
play,
on the
though, innit?
bench.
So it's a bit-
He scored Darwin Nunes, man. At least he scored.
Nunes, yes, Darren Nunes has to be.
At least he
Van
scored.
Dijk, no. Van Dijk doesn't.
Nah,
Lukaku
Van
and
Dijk is
Ronaldo
harsh.
up high.
Van
Van
Dijk is
Dijk is
harsh.
harsh. Yeah, no, Van Dijk is good. So
Oh
But
my
when
God.
you-
Guys,
Mo-
SofaScore had this team.
Mo.
Let me show you guys the team.
Mo,
No, these guys are
you
taking the
have
piss.
you have to
Wallahi,
put Van
they're taking
Dijk.
the piss. What the
guy
fuck
Yeah,
is
Van
this?
Dijk is dusted, man.
What
He's
the hell is
dusty.
this? They put Buchanan in the team. What is this team?
I think that's from the group stages, though. I swear that's what this is.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Qatari guys, man. Qatari have
No.
gone there.
So, but
Qatar
when
and
you
Costa
say
Rica.
flop,
Costa
when
Rica
you say
defense.
flops, though, these are people that you had expectations of. Like, bro, most of these people I didn't even know
This
who
is-
they were.
No. But this is the worst rated, though, innit? So it's not like the flop.
No, yeah,
11.
it's the actual worst rated based on SofaScore.
Yeah. To me, it's like flops are people you had high expectations for or expecting them to stand up for their teams and just didn't deliver. Like,
Like Rudiger, for example, and Van Dijk. I don't think they had good.
Aspilicueta was highly rated based off.
you know what? I think that's fair. I actually think that's fair, Souls.
Oh, goalkeeper Simon for Spain.
I don't think that was their goalkeeper bad though.
Nah, Mendy had more
Mendy was
expectations.
bad.
coming into
Mendy
this.
was bad, bro.
Oh, yo, listen to these shouts. Front three of Coleman, Martinez, and Bergwijn.
That's unfair on
Not
Coleman.
really.
Coleman didn't get a minute.
Coleman barely ever plays for France. Freaking Bergwijn is not really even a starter. Martinez, I think he's disappointing. Yes, I would agree with that one.
But what about the
Yeah.
midfield?
But
Gomez,
again,
Fofana,
like the problem is, who had expectations for Bergwijn, man? That's
Yeah,
Tagliafico?
exactly my point. They're not even starters, bro.
What about Romero? People are saying he's Argentina's best.
Nah. He went
I-
to
nah. He's been
to
horrible.
find-
I
man.
think he's been
been
fine.
he
horrible.
was horrible.
You know what?
He was
Listen,
horrible.
let me tell you, Van Dijk was his first ever World Cup. He
It
was
has to
coming
be
this
Van
tournament.
Dijk and Rudiger.
He was
man. I
saving
don't
himself for this World Cup. Liverpool having shockers because
You know what? I'm gonna throw
he missed
one
the
in.
most crucial penalty for his team and knocked them off that World Cup. Has to be
Milinkovic
bad.
Savic, guys. Someone add him in, bro. I had high
He
expectations.
was
for him.
good.
Who?
He was
I had high expectations for him, man. I don't know, man.
Some people
Maybe it's
say-
just me.
Who more?
Milinkovic
KDB
Savic.
has to be in there.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
KDB
yeah,
has to
De
get
Bruyne has to look. De
Yeah,
Bruyne has to
KDB
be.
is in there, bro. I don't know why you're
KDB
crying.
is the captain of that
Hey,
loser
He's there,
team.
bro. He's the captain of that team.
KDB.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're
Captain
gonna
of
do?
that team, bro.
Guys,
Yeah.
you know what we're gonna do?
Egal.
What-
Eagle
Yeah,
said,
eat
"Stop
you,
this."
eat you
Listen,
Senegalese
listen.
nuts,
We
man.
have, listen, we
Eagle
have
told you
until-
guys not to speak
one
about
second, one
KDB.
second.
They were Brazilian
One
nuts,
second.
bro.
We have until Saturday because Saturday I'm gonna do.
Had those are Brazilian nuts made in Senegalese.
Yo, guys,
Eagle
chill,
blocked
chill,
that
chill.
fraud.
Chilly chill for a minute, guys. Hamza, why is it a
Idias,
Hamza thing?
fraud guy.
Chill, guys, chill. Listen, we have until Saturday to do another show on the final. But until then, I'm gonna ask you guys, anybody here who wants to be part of the draft show, because I'm gonna do a draft show, and you have to. The team that does the best is based off of performances in the World Cup. So if you pick Kevin De Bruyne, certain people are not gonna be rating your team because Kevin De Bruyne is not rated based off his performance in the World Cup.
Yeah,
You
he's
know what I'm
dead.
saying? So if you guys want to be part of this, be part of it. We're going to be doing the show Friday night. So get involved if you can. Hamza, I'm not sure if you're available. Mo, guys, I don't know if you're available. Let me know.
I'll have to get back to you, bro.
Friday night, I'll do the show. But for now, we're going to have to wrap it up. You guys
But if I'm not there, don't put KDB, please, man.
Hey, man said I'm begging you guys, please.
Kevin De Bruyne is going in. He's going in.
He's going. There's no freaking chance
Kevin
that guy's not
going.
going. He's gonna wear the captain armband for the team.
Don't forget Hazard. Don't forget Hazard. He didn't play all.
Yeah, but no one.
But nobody expected Hazard to play.
We're not doing a best and worst video. We're doing a draft. A draft is like everyone gets a chance to pick their players. That's what we're gonna do. And then
11 Messi's for me, mate. Messi.
We're gonna put it on. Nah, there's only one Messi.
And he calls the people like stupid. Like he'll be like, "Oh, 11 Messi's."
Oh, come on,
I'm out of here. Yo, listen, a team of 11 Messi's would be shit, by the way.
Nah.
You take a shot. He can't. The guy. He can't cover his goal.
Imagine
the guy walks for 20 minutes, then make a sprint.
Legit, the guy just gets the ball and runs. That's all he needs to do. Then passes it to another guy that can also run, and then assist himself with a wonderful.
Messi playing at right back with a left foot.
Imagine a set piece with 11 Messi.
No, imagine him walking all in the same time. Like the guy doesn't do nothing.
Messi
when he gets the ball.
You don't need to do
Imagine 11 Messi's defending a set piece or a corner.
Exactly, bro.
There wouldn't be a set piece or a corner, bro.
Well, the way he shoots the penalties, you don't need the goalkeeper Messi. He'll still miss it.
I can't breathe. God. Anyways, peace out, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day.